Hi, welcome back to the channel. Well, I've been trying to do all sorts of things this last few weeks, but it's just been too hot. I'll be honest with you guys. The temperature here has been anywhere between 31 and 37, and it's been like this for, I don't know, 8 weeks, probably 8 weeks. We've had a couple of days where it's showered, not really bad rain, but it's just been hot, bright blue skies. The lighting has been horrendous. So I've been toying with the idea, what can I do? What can I film? I wanted to get out with my camera and go to the fields when they'd been ploughed, because obviously the kestrels are out, the buzzards are out. And I think other day when I was driving into town, I did see a kite. It might have been a red kite. I couldn't be too sure because I was driving, but it appeared to look like one of them. So I've been really wanting to get out and take you along with me there. But that aside, it's going to be cooler next week, I think, so we might get out then. So I've been doing some more macro photography, and I've just been going out for 10 minutes at a time, every other day, because I can't, it is really too hot. It's either too hot or it's been too windy, to do the macro as well. So today's all about some insects, obviously, and identifying how to identify. Well, oh, what can I say? What I've been doing, I've been taking photographs of my insects, having a look at them, and then trying to find them online. Now, for unknown reasons, I don't know if you've come across this, but when I bring my pictures up now and bring them up in preview after I've edited them, and I'm just having a look at them, if I right click on the insect on the picture, a little notice comes up on the heading, look up bug, or it might even say look up and whatever the name it is. So you just right click on it, and it opens up Wikipedia. I'm not sure how that works, but it's doing it. So, and 9 times out of 10, it does get the insects right. So for today's purposes, I think I've put about 18 photos, and I've been able to identify them, put them on with the pictures for you to look at. And I think I've done it for about 20 seconds, I think, for each photograph. So at least it gives you a little bit of time to look at the photo and read the information. And I've put the camera information on too, so you know where we're at. But the great news is I took my first successful handheld stack image, which is on the first slide of the pictures. It's not perfect. I need to just learn how to just edit them a little bit. I've done my best on this one, but over the last few days I've been looking at it, and I thought, well, yeah, perhaps I could have done that, I could have done that, but unfortunately I deleted the raw images, so I couldn't reload it and do it again. So, but yeah, it's great. For the first ever handheld stack, it was 26 images. So I'm quite chuffed with that. So I'm getting there slowly. But apart from that, what more can I say? Where am I up to? I think I'm improving. I've got more of an understanding now of settings on the lighting, the flash settings, etc. What works best. Even on when I'm deciding to do some image stacking, I know now not to concentrate too much on sharpness because I'm taking images through the insect. So the stacking software, which I use, is Helicon, will pick out the sharpest images and obviously tie them all together. So I can use like 5.6 as an average if I don't have to get them concentrate more on sharp, or depth of field. It's the depth of field really. And if I'm doing single shots, I will use f8 and f11, obviously varying flash power, depends on the external light and outside how bright it is to change that. So that's all good. I would like to get into some bracketing as well with my camera, but unfortunately, apart from my 100 to 500 millimeter lens, I haven't got a lens that actually allows me to do bracketing. So I have ordered an RF 100 from MPB, second hand, fair price. It's a lot less than new, so I should get that maybe next Tuesday, maybe thereabouts. So I can't wait to have a go at doing some setup photography with bracketing that way, rather than trying to do handheld all the time and moving. It's not easy. It really isn't easy. So that's where we're up to. I'll put these images up for you. I did them this morning, and I'm using Keynote for this. I think I did use Keynote in my last vlog for a little bit, but I've had a bit of a more in-depth look at Keynote, and it is actually quite a good way to put your photographs up and put some information on. It comes with the laptop, so, and it's part of Apple, so I might as well use it. I just need to learn a bit more. Like I said, I've only used it twice, and today's the second time I've used it, so I'm getting there. But it just gives a little bit of a different look on your uploads, doesn't it? So let's get into that, and I'll show you what I've got. If the pictures aren't too, if the pictures are a bit long, not long enough, and you can't read the writing, just pause, just press pause, and then you can obviously see what you're reading a little bit easier. Okay. Well, there you go. My very first focus stacking photograph. As you can see, the settings I used, and there was 26 stacked images. So for the next one that's coming up is the same photo, but I've just zoomed in. There you go. I can't believe, look at those pincers. I didn't want to finger anywhere near that thing. Spelling mistake. It's actually a dock bug, not a dog bug. Too late to change it now. Now this next bug is often called a stinky bug, but it's actually not a stinky bug. Even though it does use a foul smelling spray, a real stinky bug is on the next image. Now this bug is really stinks. If you accidentally squash it, it's on your clothes, then you will regret it because it stinks the house out. Now this is an interesting spider, called a little crab spider, as you can see.
But look at the size of it, it's only like 2 to 4 millimeters. So I did focus on the eyes, obviously. And they were sharp enough, so I'm happy with that. Little bush cricket. It is a juvenile. It's a cute little thing, but they do get rather bigger than that. But there seems to be plenty around my garden. Meet the Rhopalus subrothus. I have no idea if I said that right, but this is an interesting little insect. I love its face. It just reminds me of a face off the Muppet Show, and I can't remember which puppet it was. Meet the Insodontia mexicana. It's a wasp. Interesting. Big thing. I'm not even going to try and say its Latin name, but it's a cinnamon bug. There's loads of them about, loads. Well, they're nice. Well, everyone knows the daddy longlegs, don't we? I mean, obviously its real name is the marbled cellular spider, but we all know it as the daddy longlegs. Everyone's got one of these at the home, and this one's enjoying himself having a fly to eat. Same for these, really. Everybody's got these around the house, the little housefly. This is a female. Now this next one, it couldn't seem to identify it, and I've looked. I think it is some sort of moth. I mean, they are really, really tiny. And they seem to be on my cherry tree stuff, so no idea what it is. Anybody knows, let me know. Again, same for this one, can't seem to identify it. Well, it did identify it as some sort of bloodsucker, but it didn't look right to me, so I don't think it is. Any ideas, folks? Let us know in the comments there. Slow bug looks very similar to the stinky bug that you've just seen, and apparently it is a part of the same family, but is a very hairy one. And last but not least, the brown argus. What a beautiful butterfly.
Thanks for watching. I hope you got to the end. It does mean a lot to me, knowing that you're watching me stuff. I mean, I do know that a lot of people are watching it, but they're not subscribing. So hit that little subscribe button. You know, I do put a lot of effort into doing these vlogs for you. You know, it took me 4 hours this morning just to do the photographs and all the information that I put with it. I mean, I love doing it, don't get me wrong, but just hit that little subscribe button and the bell notification. And I will catch you in the next one. See ya.